Welcome. This little demo will show you the basic features of the Lawrence Tech Lenovo Tablet X60. When you receive your tablet, it is a closed unit. It looks like a normal laptop. And when you open it up, it has the same functionality. Your keyboard, your screen, your power button is located right here. You have, like other laptops, a monitor output and Ethernet cable connection on the side, on the left hand side. On your right hand side, you have your USB connections and your connections for your headphones, sound in and microphone in. To turn on the laptop or the tablet, again, your power button is located right at the top center. What makes this different from a laptop is that it can convert to a tablet and accept handwriting or using the optional pin. The pin on your tablet is located on the base. To disengage the pin, you press in and the pin will pop out. The pin looks like a normal pin and it is functionally designed to work with the screen on your tablet. A couple of features on the pin that I'd like to talk about. The top portion can be used as an eraser once you touch the screen to erase your handwriting or marks. The pin tip acts as a normal mouse. Clicking on or hovering over the screen area will move the cursor on the screen in relationship to the pin marker. On the side is a little button and it's called the right button. Using this button will bring up the right hand button click that you would normally use on the mouse. So to get started, the first thing you want to do is open up your tablet, and if you're going to use it as a notebook with the keyboard, you can just power it on from here. To use it as a tablet, your screen does rotate. To rotate the screen and bring it down, you're going to rotate it clockwise and then just snap it down into place. Okay, now that I've turned on my tablet PC, notice that I still have it open as a laptop, and from here I can use it just as you normally would a regular laptop. Your mouse or touchpad can be controlled by the button here, which moves your cursor. Your left and right button are located on the keyboard. If you can, or if you want to, you can use your pin right in this position. And again, as I move my pin around, it's a little hard to see, but the cursor is also moving. If I point to an object, notice that my pin opens up the start menu, and holding the pin on the screen in any application for just a few seconds will normally bring up what is called the right menu that allows you to do other options with mouse capabilities. Now ideally, if you're going to use the pin in the tablet, you do want to take your tablet and rotate your screen, and setting it down on top of the keyboard, locking it in, notice that you now have the option of the positioning that's most comfortable for you. If you don't like the rotation of the screen that's being shown, on the top there are little icons and little button depressions that you can use. So I'm using the one right here to change the orientation of how the screen looks to me. Now, it's very comfortable for me to use it this way, and notice that I have everything available to me now. Now again, with no keyboard, well, other than starting a program, how do you actually use the pin on the tablet? So I'm just going to go down to Start, and I'm going to start Microsoft Word. And this is in basically any application, Word, Excel, Notepad, but with Word it's a little bit clearer and easier to understand. So now I've got a blank document, and notice that as I move my cursor around, and I'm not touching the screen, I'm just hovering the pen across the page, notice that there is a little icon in an orange box, and that's your tablet inking options. So if I click on that, I have what looks like a keyboard that I can use with the pen to actually type in characters or numbers. And so if I press the A, notice that the A pops up on the screen. Now if you prefer to try the handwriting, the 3 buttons to the left, the first is a handwriting pad that I can use to actually try and see if that it converts my handwriting to actual typed text. So I'm going to just, and notice down here it's showing me what it is. And I agree with what it converted it to. So now if I just click on insert, and notice that it has inserted and converted my handwritten text to typed text. If you prefer to print, the second little icon is a printing function with little ticky marks across the top. So if I print, it will try and convert it into actual text, and if that's wrong, it'll bring, if you hover over the misspelled or the mistyped, click the down arrow, and continuing on. Now it takes a little bit to getting used to lowercase and uppercase. It almost reminds me of being back in kindergarten and first grade when they gave you those nice line sheets that you had to print and practice your handwriting on. So it may take a little time if you prefer to use that versus handwriting. I'm more comfortable with the keyboard, and so that's usually the last option, and that's what I use. To close it, just click on the X, and now I'm just ready to begin actually working in my document. So getting used to the pen may take a little bit, but again, hovering the pen over your desktop, just clicking once to select, and double clicking the pen is just like double clicking a mouse. To bring up the right hand menu, just hover the pen or touch the pen to the screen for a second. It will give you a little red circle and then give you the option for the additional menu items. Notice that I have those here. So, part 1, using the tablet. When you're ready to shut it down, you can shut it down from the options. Your power button is located now right there. And again, your screen rotation is there. So try out the tablet. You may like it. That's it for part 1. See you in part 2.